What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? This is your boy Will from Will's Wrestling Corner, back at it again with a brand new video. Now, obviously, a couple of days ago, I did who I think should dethrone every single current WWE champion as of right now. So I figured, obviously, what we do to one, we need to do to the other. So this is the pre-dynasty edition of who I think should dethrone every current AEW champion as of today, which is April 3rd, 2025. Now, obviously, much like the last video, we got all the champions already ready. We got the AEW World Champion Jon Moxley, Women's World Champion Timeless Toni Storm, TNT Champion Daniel Garcia, TBS Champion Creative Control Banks, International Champion Kenny Omega, Continental Champion Kazuchika Okada, Tag Team Champions, which is the Hurt Syndicate. I had to get a picture straight off of Google, so yay. The Trios Champions, the Death Riders, Claudio Castagnoli, Wheeler Yuta, and Pac. And for fun, I even included the Ring of Honor World Championship, currently held by Christopher Jericho. So, we're going to go from, well, last time we did the top to the bottom, so today, let's do the bottom to the top. Ring of Honor World Championship currently held by Chris Jericho. I said this last night. I believe that at Dynasty, we're going to have a new Ring of Honor World Champion, and his name is going to be Mr. Bandito. Especially considering the fact that the stipulation for their match on Saturday is going to be a title versus mask match, which normally would tell you that it's going to be a new champion, because they won't want a luchador losing their mask. So I thought it was pretty obvious. So I think Bandito is going to be the man to dethrone Chris Jericho. And since we're back on the topic of Dynasty as well, we also have the Trios champions, the Death Riders, and who I think should dethrone the Death Riders are going to be their challengers tomorrow. So we got Cope, we got Cash Wheeler, and we got Mr. Daxie Dax. So I believe Rated FTR are going to be the group to dethrone the Death Riders. Not only because I really enjoy Rated FTR, and I would really much like to see them as Trios champions, but also because I want these belts off the Death Riders, like, as soon as humanly possible. Like, the Death Riders storyline is really hurting AEW TV right now, and I believe that the best team to do it, especially since the Trios division isn't really all that strong, I think Rated FTR could be the trio to do it. So I would 100% be down if at Dynasty Rated FTR dethrone the Death Riders. Then we got for the AEW World Tag Team Championships, currently held by the Hurt Syndicate. And out of all of these, this could really be the hardest to really determine. So I'm going to do a little bit of a wild card / like fantasy booking. I believe, well, at least I want, the Hounds of Hell, Brody King and Buddy Matthews, to dethrone the Hurt Syndicate. I think this would be an amazing match. Whenever they end up doing it, I think they would cook. And just to give Buddy and Brody more title resumes, especially in terms of the tag team division. I very much enjoy Buddy and Brody. And I am very happy that they're still employed. So hopefully, might not be anytime soon, could be somewhere down the line. I think Buddy Matthews and Brody King should very well dethrone the Hurt Syndicate, because if not them, Really, who else? The Learning Tree? Give me a break. Next, we got the Continental Championship, still held by Kazuchika Okada. And it's funny because the man I think that is going to dethrone Kazuchika Okada is actually this man, Kenny Omega. I think Kenny Omega is the one to dethrone Kazuchika Okada, and then we are going to get a unified international and continental championship, which would basically mean that Okada goes bye-bye, this row is gone, and then it would become intercontinental. That's how I think it's going to be. I think that the Continental Championship will be no more. It will be merged with the International Championship after All In, where I believe Kenny Omega is going to dethrone Kazuchika Okada. He'll get rid of another championship, so why the hell not? Which will bring us to the new AEW Intercontinental Championship, and this is also very difficult to say with Kenny Omega. So let's look here and see who would be a logical choice to dethrone Mr. Kenny Omega. I don't see any strong contenders here. I really do not know. Where's is Ricochet not on here? No, he's not, is he? Weird. Okay. Because he would be a babyface. You would really need a heel. The thing is, though, I know exactly who. Kyle Fletcher. They have been booking this man like an absolute star. It is clear that they see something very good in Kyle Fletcher. And I think it would be perfect, honestly. Kyle Fletcher being the perfect candidate to dethrone Kenny Omega for the AEW Intercontinental Championship would do wonders for Kyle Fletcher's career, especially since you know they're probably going to keep this Don Callis family shit going. I know maybe not a lot of people would really like it, but I don't know. I really believe that Kyle Fletcher would be a very good choice. Then we got the TBS Championship, currently held by Mercedes Moné. And this is hard because Creative Control bangs. But if I were to pick one, and I really hope she's on here, is she here? Oh, I believe, yeah, there she is. Harley Cameron. I think Harley Cameron, I know that at Grand Slam Australia they faced off together and all that jazz, and everything didn't seem all peaches and cream, but I believe if they run that match back, they can make up for that mistake that they did earlier this year and give Harley Cameron the big upset win and dethrone Mercedes Moné for the AEW TBS Championship. Maybe you gotta pay Mercedes a bit more of boatloads of cash before she ends up being like, oh, I'll give up the belt. Or maybe give her a women's world title push. But I think Mercedes Moné could very well, suck it up. So I think Harley Cameron would be a very good pick to dethrone Mercedes for the TBS Championship. Then we got the TNT Championship, currently held by Daniel Garcia. And again, much like Dynasty, I believe this man should dethrone him, Adam Cole Bebe. They're doing a no time limit, outside interference, not allowed to happen match at Dynasty. Daniel Garcia and Adam Cole already had like 2 matches already, which gives me the impression that at Dynasty, we're going to see a new TNT champion in Adam Cole. And I think out of all of these predictions, this one could be the one that can really age like milk, because it seems like AEW is really allergic to giving Adam Cole a title push, which to me seems very, very weird, because Adam Cole's been in all your big main events, been in a lot of your big storylines. Sure, MJF and the whole devil thing was bad, but don't take it out on my man Adam Cole. He was doing what he was told. So I think, yes, at Dynasty on Saturday or Sunday, Adam Cole should very well be the brand new AEW TNT champion. Then we got the Women's World Championship currently held by Toni Storm, and here's who I think is going to dethrone Toni Storm in about 2 seconds. Yeah. I mean, the less said about that, the better. Then we got the AEW World Championship currently held by everyone's favorite wrestler at the minute, Jon Moxley. Now, this one is probably going to be, well, I wouldn't say the most obvious, because they could pull a swerve, pun intended. But who I think should dethrone Jon Moxley, I know a lot of people really don't like the Death Rider storyline. Trust me, I don't either. But I think we're going to wait until All In Texas before we get a new AEW World Champion. I really do. I really think that's what they're going to do. And obviously, the Men's Owen Hart Cup is starting. Darby Allin's not going to be in it, at least not as of this recording. So that only leaves one man that I think is the logical choice to dethrone Jon Moxley. Sure, this man is overrated by a senile old man who shouldn't get a journaling scholarship. But I think it's logical. MrWillym Ospreay. Obviously, the big main event. I mean, this would be a match fitting for All In, as Jon Moxley versus Will Ospreay for the AEW World Championship. And I am dead set confident that Will Ospreay will get the win and become the new AEW World Champion at All In Texas. So, with all that being said, those are my picks for who should dethrone every current AEW champion as of April 3rd, 2025. We got Bandito dethroning Chris Jericho. We got Rated FTR dethroning the Death Riders. Hounds of Hell dethroning the Hurt Syndicate. Kyle Fletcher dethroning Kenny Omega. And also Kenny Omega dethroning Okada for the Continental Championship. We got Harley Cameron dethroning Mercedes Moné for the TBS Championship. We got Adam Cole dethroning Daniel Garcia for the TNT Championship. We got Creative Control Banks dethroning Toni Storm for the Women's World Championship. And we also got Will Ospreay dethroning Jon Moxley for the AEW Men's World Championship. And ladies and gentlemen, with all that being said, those were my picks. Obviously, they will not be the same as yours, so I urge each and every single one of you to go down into the comments down below and leave down your picks for who you think should dethrone every single AEW World Champion currently. Whether or not you agree with my picks, leave your own down. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are new here as well, be sure to leave a like, be sure to subscribe, be sure to turn post notifications on, so that way you never miss an upload. And with all that being said, ladies and gentlemen, this has been your boy Will from Will's Wrestling Corner. I will see you in the next video. Be good, people, and peace.